Hello, friends. Welcome to Walking with Our Master. I'm your host, Dave Layton. Whether you're starting your morning or winding down your evening, let's take a few moments to center our hearts on some thoughts about what really matters. There's an old and well-known hymn called "I'll Be a Friend to Jesus." We love to sing that song. And it's a good song. It reminds us of a deep and personal truth. Today, we're going to explore that Jesus doesn't just call us servants. He calls us friends. There is something powerful about friendship. A true friend knows us, stays with us, speaks honestly to us, and walks beside us through every season of life. In John 15, Jesus does something remarkable. He invites us into that kind of friendship with him. Think about that. The Son of God, the Savior of the world, calls us his friend, not distant, not disconnected, not just a master giving commands, but a friend who walks beside us. Well, let's look just a bit about what it means to be a friend to Jesus. Well, first, a friend walks in relationship, not responsibility. Jesus says, "No longer do I call you servants." You see, a servant follows instructions, but a friend shares life. Being a friend of Jesus means we don't just go through religious motions. We cultivate a relationship. We talk with him in prayer, we listen through his words, and we walk with him daily. Because of this friendship with Jesus, faith becomes less about checking boxes. It's more about walking closely. Second, a friend listens and responds. Jesus says, "You are my friend if you do what I command you." Well, at first glance, that might sound like conditions, but in reality, it reflects trust. When we love someone, we listen to them. We value what they say. Friendship with Jesus means aligning our lives with his heart, not out of obligation, but out of love. Third, a friend is known deeply. Jesus said he has made known to us what he received from the Father. Friends share things. They open their hearts. And Jesus has opened his heart to us through his word, through his life, through his sacrifice. He doesn't leave us guessing. He invites us to know him. And last of all, a friend stays close, no matter the life situation. You see, life brings highs and lows. There are moments of clarity and moments of confusion. We experience joys and sorrows. A true friend doesn't walk away ever, and Jesus never does. Hebrews 13:5 reminds us, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." Always remember, with Jesus, we are never walking alone. Here's something else to think about. Sometimes we approach Jesus from a distance. It's like we're not quite worthy to come close. And that is understandable because truly we are not worthy. But he has already closed the distance. He has made us worthy through the cross. As our Savior, he invites us into friendship, not a casual connection, but a daily, growing, life-giving relationship. And the more we walk with him, the more we begin to reflect him. Well, let's talk about a practical application. This week, take intentional steps to walk as a friend of Jesus. Start the day with him. Before the noise of the day begins, take a few moments to acknowledge his presence. Also, talk with him throughout the day, not just structured prayer. but an ongoing conversation. Isn't that what we do with a friend? Also, listen to his word. Read a passage slowly and ask, is Jesus showing me about his heart? And then respond in obedience. When something becomes clear, act on it, not out of pressure, but out of love. And then end the day with reflection. Look back and recognize where he was present. So remember, we are not just a disciple. We are not just a servant. Through Christ, we are called a friend. So today, walk closely, speak freely, listen carefully, and enjoy the presence of one who walks with us every step of the way. Well, thank you for listening today, as together we walk with our Master and our friend. Please join us again next week as we continue seeking truth, growing in faith, and getting back to what really matters.